I'm curious, do you know anything about like when that did come out, if they found it, like, has this cheating been going on for longer than we thought?
Yeah.
Because I saw someone on Twitter, like, replied to one of my tweets, and they said that they looked at genealogical records and found that there was a lot more cheating from, like, neighbors and other people in town than we know in history. Now, this is a random person on Twitter, so I don't know, but I was just curious. You seem to have read a lot about this topic.
Yeah, I don't know if you can point to any specific numbers on there. I think there was definitely a lot of that because once again, you couldn't prove it. So, and typically if communities were more homogenized and, your neighbor didn't look that different from you, it might be harder to tell. So it probably did happen. I mean, if you go off numbers now, I think they say out of genetic tests that they actually do, which means that there was a suspicion of cheating already. About 30% of them or something end up not being it. But, there were some indications where I think people might have been suspicious.
If there's DNA tests, oh my God.
It would have been different.
No, I meant now, if there's mandatory DNA tests at birth.
They should do that.
But they can't.
I'll tell you this.
They can't because, like let's say 20% of the population is raising kids that aren't fit.
And they find out.
And what is that going to do to society?
Yeah.
I don't think the government will ever let it happen.
I'll tell you this, there's less incentive for the government to do it because from the government's point of view, they want to see children born that have legal parents that are responsible for them. If the government probably does not want to pay to find out that we don't know who the dad is and then, have more kids on welfare or foster care. I will say there has been suspicions in history. I think it's called Lord Mansfield's rule. This was in late 1700s. I can't remember exactly, but it was in England and they made it to where you couldn't challenge paternity of the kid all the way back then. So it kind of leads me to believe that there must have been people who were like, that's not my kid. And they were trying to get this figured out until they were like, no, stop bringing this up, basically. So there's always suspicion. It's possible.